Hey, David here, Crazy Dave. Just thinking about Star Wars and The Last Jedi. I've been reading up a lot of information on it, but I've been thinking about the characters and how they're written and, all their backstories of what they said would come out, like, Rose and DJ and all that kind of stuff. They seem to have pretty deep backstories. I just hope that they don't convolute The Last Jedi with too many characters to follow and really not focus, because then you'd have to like either slow down the pacing or speed up the pacing. We'll see what happens, but I just hope they don't really convolute it, and I hope they can get to all the arcs, because that's a lot of character development. You know, to have Rose be a resistance mechanic, and she's been in one or two of the trailers. She has a pretty deep backstory, seems like, and all the characters do. And I think Finn being the stormtrooper, he was being the comic relief in the Star Wars: The Last Jedi, or not Last Jedi, but Force Awakens. I think he's going to be more serious in this, and I think that's where the Star Wars is going to be different. It's going to be more serious and deeper in thought, and that's how it's going to be different. That's how it's going to be, better in my opinion. Whereas the first one was just a setup, and it's like the original, which, I don't mind it. I mean, there were some similarities, but the characters were different. I don't see it like everyone else sees it. Um, but, I would say never really listen to the hardcore Star Wars fans, because they're never going to be satisfied. They complained about the prequels not being like the originals, and then they got this new sequel trilogy, and now they're complaining that it's not like the prequels. So, always go with the casual ones. Don't alienate the hardcore Star Wars fans. I mean, they've got the Legends and all that stuff. So if they don't like this, they can go to Legends. So, but anyway, back on The Last Jedi, I think there's a lot of characters to cover. Development. I hope Okay, let's just throw this out because that doesn't matter. They just need to really focus. If it were me, I wouldn't have made these two characters, or at least I would have made a minor side notes, but I would have been focusing more on Rey, Finn, Poe, and and Leia. Just keep it the core group, and Luke in this next one. So that way it could be easier to follow. But I'm just afraid that sometimes, when you write new characters and you write them really deep, it's kind of hard to get all their arcs out. You know what I'm saying, in the film? Whereas it'll take away from the main point. You already got Kylo, who I didn't really like at first, but I like his character development. He's not like Vader, like everyone says. I mean, there are a lot of similarities, but he's got a lot of conflict within him. So, all right, well, love you guys. It's Crazy Dave. Signing out. Bye bye.